It is written here, "Here is eternal spring. For you, the very stars of heaven are new." It is here, a place of dramatic discovery, where astronomer George Gatewood's find of two apparently new planets orbiting a nearby star could transform our understanding of the known universe. It is here where the past continually reveals itself, where anthropologist Jeff Schwartz's study of Neanderthal fossils uncovers the latest clues about our own evolution, concluding that humans are not descendants of Neanderthals, as has been commonly believed. It is a place where discoveries lead to a better world for all mankind, where Alan Russell's lifelong enzyme research led to a stunning discovery, one now being considered by NATO, that enzymes can be used to deactivate chemical weapons and clean up pesticide-contaminated sites. A place where some of our country's best and brightest come, where Megan Majorowski is one of only 40 students nationwide to win the prestigious Marshall Scholarship, one of the most competitive scholarships in America. Megan plans a career addressing global environmental change as she begins her studies next fall at Oxford University in England. A place where the quest for elusive truths never dies, where Regina Schulte-Ladbeck was chosen as one of only 10 scientists worldwide to conduct experiments aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour. Her study of chemical elements from massive stars in the universe reveals important information, not just about how the first stars were formed in the universe, but also about how our universe will continue to evolve. All a part of a place that is one of America's great universities. This is the University of Pittsburgh.
I will always be very, very grateful for the opportunity I received at the University of Pittsburgh for my education. I particularly remember one fine arts course with Dr. David Wilkins. It was about Picasso and his blue period. He challenged and inspired me, and I had never taken a fine arts class before. But that course and Dr. Wilkins opened my eyes and my mind in a way that I could never have imagined.
That is the promise of a great university. To give new perspective, new insight into worlds of learning and livelihoods perhaps never before imagined. And the University of Pittsburgh offers its students those insights and perspectives as they draw from a dazzling array of world-renowned disciplines, from philosophy to transplantation surgery, from international studies to bioengineering.
Mein Freund ist hier. Ich freue mich sehr darüber, ja, weil ich mit dem Rad fahren muss. Ich beeile mich und dann ein Infinitive Phrase hier.
The university has pioneered and shaped a wide range of disciplines throughout its history. Such as the university's School of Information Sciences, an early pioneer in the field of information science, and with roots in library science dating back to 1901, the school also helped advance the telecommunications field. Pitt's Masters in Creative Nonfiction stands as the first of its kind in the country. And the Material Science and Engineering and Industrial Engineering departments were the first of their kind in the nation.
There's an excitement about learning here, and it's contagious. You're really encouraged to be curious and to explore. Throughout the whole university, I've had really exciting and stimulating classes. Now that I'm here, I realize just how many areas of academic strength there are at the University of Pittsburgh.
The University of Pittsburgh is the major provider of top-quality education in Western Pennsylvania. top quality education in its undergraduate programs, as well as in schools such as the Katz Graduate School of Business, consistently ranked among the top business schools in the nation, with the leading one-year MBA program in the nation. The School of Law, with its 7,000 alums, provides the region's law leaders as well as many of our nation's leading legal counsel. Or the School of Education, that is a vital resource in helping to train teachers and administrators here at home and around the world. The university's programs, departments, and schools continue to be ranked among the best in the nation.
The University of Pittsburgh is a very good school, and as you might imagine, a very good school attracts very good students, and some of these students are really terrific. I would call them as good students as you could find anywhere in the United States. They have goals for themselves. They know what those goals are, and they're willing to work very hard to achieve those goals. So when they come to class as a student, they don't ask, what's the least I can do in order to get by or just pass the course? What they're interested in knowing is, how much can they do to learn as much as they can out of that class?
Some of our nation's best and brightest attend the University of Pittsburgh. The university's Honors College, for example, has produced more Rhodes and Marshall Scholars than any other school in Pennsylvania, public or private, for more than a decade.
At the Honors College, I found the academic challenge I was looking for in the university. I found that everyone's mind was moving at the speed of light, and that I learned just as much from my fellow students as I did from the professors.
When Honors College student Jesse Richmond visited the campus in high school, Pitt so impressed him that he sent out no other applications, even though he would have been accepted anywhere in the country. Now Richmond plans to apply for a Rhodes Scholarship. From the 35th floor of the Cathedral of Learning, students in the Honors College can look out over a 50-mile vista stretching to the Laurel Mountains. Their view of the academic landscape is no less inspiring. Here is a community of people who share an enthusiasm for the life of the mind. Throughout the university, one will find a rich academic climate. The University of Pittsburgh today continues to attract outstanding students from Pennsylvania, the region, and from throughout the nation. This past year's incoming freshman class is one of the most talented and brightest ever. Indeed, only an academic powerhouse like the University of Pittsburgh, with its strong, nationally ranked departments and schools across the disciplines, could produce such a number of interdisciplinary initiatives, partnerships among Pitt schools, addressing some of the most critical social, environmental, and medical issues of our day. The University of Pittsburgh School of Engineering now offers the only undergraduate bioengineering degree in Pennsylvania, thanks to a $3 million award from the Whitaker Foundation. It is, in part, a recognition of the international stature of Pitt's bioengineering faculty.
Since engineers of the future will play key roles in developing treatments for disease and toxic waste cleanup, our students must be trained in both the principles of engineering and biology, or bioengineering.
The University of Pittsburgh, bringing its tremendous strengths together from a wide variety of schools, such as public health, law, and medicine, has created a new research center, helping to predict when climactic changes will affect public health.
Human organ donor shortage has exacted a tremendous toll. In our quest to relieve patient suffering, we've created at the McGowan Center an environment where we will create and produce artificial organs, not only for temporary support prior to transplantation, but also as permanent alternatives to that treatment.
The McGowan Center for Artificial Organ Development, directed by Dr. Bartley Griffith, is one of the world's great clinical centers for artificial organ research. It's another remarkable example of the cross-fertilization of ideas from Pitt schools of engineering and medicine. Here, researchers and scientists are creating tomorrow's artificial hearts, lungs, and even blood. For example, these scientists are creating the world's first permanent portable replacement for a human heart, called the Streamliner. The Love Family Foundation is helping to create a center which will bring together scientists and physicians from the University of Pittsburgh's Faculty of Arts and Sciences and School of Medicine to understand and treat such degenerative neurological afflictions as Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and Lou Gehrig's disease. In terms of federal research dollars it attracts, the University of Pittsburgh is one of the top 20 institutions in the country. The university now annually imports roughly $250 million in sponsored project research. It is clear why Pitt is recognized as one of the nation's major producers of pioneering research. Such examples of Pitt's remarkable contributions to research and to society are built upon a distinguished faculty.
Whenever I study at the Cathedral of Learning or simply walk by on campus, I'm struck by its architectural beauty. It's a building unrivaled on any college campus. It says Pitt to me, and I am reminded of the incredible legacy of the University of Pittsburgh, its scope, its stature, as well as its extraordinary history.
Indeed, the University of Pittsburgh, as one of the nation's oldest institutions of higher learning, is a national treasure. Rich in historic contributions, rich in its legacy of accomplishment. From Langley's pioneering work in aerodynamics to Charles King's work as the first to isolate vitamin C, to the Salk polio vaccine, Pitt's research eminence has redefined the world. Pitt's rich tradition extends to athletics, where our current Big East teams can draw inspiration from such Pitt athletes as Marshall Goldberg, Roger Kingdom, Tony Dorsett, Charles Smith, Dan Marino, along with 9 national football championships, 2 national basketball championships, and a host of Big East titles. It is the combined contributions and achievements of Pitt researchers, faculty, and students, past and present, that have built Pitt's legacy of prominence.
One of the coaches that I remember particularly is Coach Doc Carl Peterson. While a coach, he was also a teacher, a mentor, and a friend. He made sure we understood our priorities: education first, athletics second. He and other coaches taught us leadership skills, team building, discipline, how to prepare and dedicate ourselves to reach a goal, and the work ethic necessary to get us there. My entire experience at the University of Pittsburgh was truly extraordinary. I now realize more than ever what a tremendous institution Pitt is.
Oh, I certainly remember the fun times, the times we laughed. Midnight runs to the O for fried fish sandwiches and helping each other study through all-nighters. I originally started out as a commuter student and then came to join an on-campus sorority called Chi Omega, and I eventually lived there. I learned a lifelong array of skills by being in that sorority that were a wonderful experience for me. I learned team building, I learned tolerance, and I would say I learned a vast array of skills that I now utilize in my business career.
Bob Lovett and Michelle Nemiason are 2 of the over 180,000 University of Pittsburgh alumni, a body of distinguished men and women working in all corners of the world, whose accomplishments range from managing Fortune 500 companies to unlocking the secrets of DNA.
Pitt will always be a part of us, a part of who we are and who we have come to be.
The history of our university is an inspiring story of progress and achievement. We've grown from an academy built at what was then the edge of the American frontier to an internationally recognized center of higher learning, poised to contribute to the new world that will emerge in the new century. Our work, in the many forms that it takes, remains grounded in an abiding respect for human potential. By unlocking that potential, we have helped produce literally hundreds of thousands of happier, healthier, more productive lives. Taken individually, each of those triumphs is heartwarming. Collectively, they are the hallmark of a great university. And the University of Pittsburgh is a great university. A university with a proud past, and a university whose greatest days and years are yet to come.
Going to the University of Pittsburgh has been, without a doubt, the best decision I've ever made.
My degree from the University of Pittsburgh is a tremendous source of pride. Simply put, some of the best times of my life were spent on the University of Pittsburgh campus, and they prepared me for the rest of my life.
Going to Pitt for both of my degrees were some of the best decisions I ever made. I wish that my daughter, who's now 4, can draw from the same wonderful palette of experiences that is the Pitt experience, in my judgment. I do believe that if she could mirror the experiences that I had at Pitt when I was there, I would be so grateful. It's that good, and I think it's that expansive.
Here is eternal spring. For you, the very stars of heaven are new.